Ideaspace is getting harder and harder to scale. For the space we're working in, every other company has been around for 10 to 20 years. There's always more tasks than you have time for in a day. We're seeing startups that are really trying to solve new ones and now problems.
It's impossible to be successful in a mission on your own. Having a community of other people who also share that same dream, I think that makes a huge difference.
This year we returned to our roots. We're actually investing in each and every single startup that we built. That gives us skin in the game, it gives us an equity position in each of those startups, and we have incentivization to give them all the support that they need. We're focusing this year on 3 core pillars. First is ensuring that their tech is viable to scale. The second, that they have the right go-to-market strategy to acquire customers and additional revenues as quickly as possible. And the third, to prepare them for their next institutional fundraising round.
Resilient startups are much more valued now, and that influences our selection process. We're seeing startups that are really trying to solve very nuanced and narrow problems, and that's very compelling for us. These startups went through a very rigorous vetting process, and we made sure that we wouldn't be putting money in startups that are hit or miss. We measure their abilities to succeed.
cohort is a property management system.
We are trying to help property management see the opportunities through technology.
Flying Tigers Express is a logistic tech company. We have found ways to use technology and courier services to get things door to door very quickly.
Itemcon is a comprehensive inventory and sales management solution. We help franchisees monitor inventory, streamline sales tracking, and minimize manual labor.
We help international businesses to hire qualified teams in the Philippines, saving up to 70% of the cost on salaries.
Our mission is to bridge the gap between exceptional talents in the Philippines and companies around the world seeking skilled, dependable remote teams.
We help hospitals and clinics process their health plans. These are AI models that we train with data that we have collected from various sources.
We're trying to solve the problem of access to healthcare for all Filipinos.
As a fully bootstrapped company, we have to be very lean and we need to make sure that it's the revenue that provides for everything that we do.
Before Ideaspace, it's getting harder and harder to scale. Now we're a lean team, and we're still working day and night just to handle different requests from different industries.
Every business has their own way. So every guys that go on board, they have their own way of running their business. So there's no one size fits all solution.
Philippines is composed of 7,100 islands. Some people would say that it's a logistics nightmare.
If it's also a problem in the region like Indonesia, Malaysia, Singapore. One of the big challenges for the space we're working in, every other company in that field has been around for 10 to 20 years. So for us, we're very new, and getting that trust is very difficult. Being a startup founder means that you're a chief everything officer. You've got to take on every challenge, and there's always more tasks than you have time for in a day. What we've really focused on in the first stage of the program is focusing on the things that are going to help things get back to the smallest amount of time and addressing those most critical challenges.
Some of the depth of the insights that we've gotten from the team at Ideaspace have really helped us shape what we're going to do. I think they've really forced us to ask ourselves why and what is most important right now.
They've been introducing us to a variety of investors, they've been introducing us to potential partners,
Offering feedback on our strengths and insights into areas for improvement.
because of the program, we've been able to expand our reach and grow our company.
Ideaspace program has been instrumental in helping us refine our marketing approach. Doon kami mag-
Ever since we joined the program, namin nag-inquire ka who wants to use the platform.
cohort is now more competitive with Ideaspace. We're tapping bigger clients and leaders of the industry.
Sometimes you don't have a fresh perspective, and that's what Ideaspace offers. So every time they review our company, there's always a fresh perspective.
Having mentors that can ask you those tough questions and help you face the reality of the market that you're trying to serve and getting out there and actually validating and building something that people love, it's been very impactful for our journey of flying tigers.
I was always very focused on like, the product itself, like how do we code it, how do we make sure the AI models work. Like that was like my core thing. You know, as a startup founder, I really just want people to use my product. But Ideaspace has also helped us understand like, how do we market the product, and how do we handle sales, how do we do reports. That's where I got to learn other things, right? Like really describing who my consumer is.
Historically, Ideaspace has been a funnel of startups, the best of the Philippine ecosystem. What we do is we find the best startups and then we launch them into the world. Our mission is to grow the Philippine startup ecosystem and to find startups that have a synergy, ideally, with the PLDT and Metro Pacific groups.
It's very meaningful for us to be part of Ideaspace because Ideaspace was here at the beginning of sort of the startup roadmap in the Philippines. And so to be a part now is very, very exciting.
Being a part of the Ideaspace portfolio means we're not just another startup. We're contributing to a larger movement in tech and employment. For me, it's validating to see our mission to democratize employment taken seriously and supported at this level.
It's not just about resources, but aside from that, it's about trust and credibility we gain from being associated with an unexpected program. It pushes us to think bigger and pushes us to build a solid foundation for better growth in the future.
For us, we're a team of less than 10, and other companies are hundreds, 200 people working on the same problem, right? So most will be worried, like, oh, can you actually manage to do this? But we're saying that, oh, we're part of Ideaspace, and Ideaspace has all these other relationships in the industry. It kind of helps us a lot.
We're super excited to hopefully close our seed round with the help of Ideaspace.
We're aiming to scale to accommodate larger enterprise level. And in this very moment of time, you're doing something where everyone's essentially on the same playing field. So there's like so much that you can do, but you're at the same level of capability. I think that's super cool.
In the very early days of the startup ecosystem, we envisioned ourselves to be an investor really. And over the years, we've evolved a model of providing funding to different startups. We're much more serious about really deploying effective funds.
More and more companies are investing in startups, and that's exactly what we need to get it going. So our hope is that this cohort will someday join the ranks of Philippine unicorns, and when they're successful, we're successful.